Have you ever asked yourself this question? Where do banks put their own money? Probably not. And that is why we keep trusting banks with our money. But if we knew the answer, we would be doing things differently. That is why in this video, I will unveil the secret place banks put their money, and I will tell you how you can do something similar yourself. So first things first, banks will avoid at all costs risking their money. That is why when they lend money, they normally won't use their own funds. They will use your money and my money. So what do they do with their own? They deposit it in a special account where it's going to be safe, no risks, and liquid. I am talking about the 770 account or BOLI using a life insurance policy. But the question is this really true? Or is this just a marketing strategy of some life insurance agents? And if this is true, why hasn't your financial advisor ever mentioned it? Let's be honest. A typical financial advisor will recommend what his company tells him to sell. Even if they are an RIA, which has a fiduciary duty to their clients, they will still recommend what their company tells them to recommend. They may not be doing this with bad intentions, but think about this. Where are they getting their information from? They are getting their information from the banks, the company, the financial institutions they work with. I can say this because I previously worked as a RIA for a bank. The bank will send us to training so we can recommend the products that they wanted to sell. But let me answer the first question. Do banks really use life insurance to safeguard their money? Or is this just a marketing strategy of some life insurance agents? Let me show you something that you will find very interesting. Let's go to the fdic.gov website. Let's start with Wells Fargo. We want to see Wells Fargo's balance sheet, so we will request that in this section. Now, here we have the balance sheet with all their assets. It is important to note that the numbers are written in the thousands. So for example, let's go to line number 10, bank premises and fixed assets. It reads 7.6 million. But because the dollar figures are in the thousands, the actual amount will be 7.6 billion. That plus line number 11, other real estate owned, means that Wells Fargo has about 8.7 billion in real estate. How about line number 28? Wells Fargo has 519 million in stocks. That's a pretty big number, right? Now pay close attention to the next line I'm gonna show you. This is the key of this video. This will blow your mind. Would you like to know how much Wells Fargo has in cash value life insurance? Check out line number 41, $18 billion, more than double what they have in real estate and stocks combined. Let's take a look at one more bank, Bank of America. Let's get their balance sheet the same way. Again, please pay close attention to line number 41 and get ready to be amazed. 21 billion. They have $21 billion in cash value life insurance. You can do your own research and you will see that most banks have an enormous amount of money inside life insurance contracts. Some people call it BOLI or the 770 account. Why do they have so much money there? Do you think banks know something that we don't know? In the book Pirates of Manhattan by James Dyke, he described an occasion when a CEO of a Midwestern bank confessed that the life insurance cash value was the bank's best performing asset. The CEO of that bank said that he liked the cash value of life insurance so much that he ordered his people to buy the maximum amount that the laws and regulators will allow. The funny thing is that most financial advisors will tell you that a life insurance policy is the worst asset you can have. If that is the case, do you think banks do not know what they are doing, like most financial advisors will suggest? Now, I need to say that this is not your typical life insurance policy. This is a participant life insurance policy that has been structured especially for cash accumulation. That is why you cannot just go with your average insurance agent, or you will end up buying a typical life insurance policy that will take 15 or more years to break even, which will be a horrible strategy for cash accumulation. But if the policy is structured correctly, you're going to have an account that you can access at all times with no risks, that is protected against creditors and tax-free. And in another episode, we will explain how you can use this policy as your own bank, where you can finance anything you may need. And acting like your own bank will supercharge this account, making it much more profitable. We at the Hesed Financial Group specialize in this type of account. We are experts at structuring policies very similarly to what banks and big companies do. And by the grace of God, we have become one of the top, if not the best, at structuring this type of life insurance policies. We do this by reducing the death benefit as much as possible and adding multiple riders, which cut our commissions, many times as much as 90%. We only use companies that are rated A+ or better, that have been in business for at least 100 years, and companies that will allow you to participate on their profits. If you want to know more, you can visit our website at www.770account.com and click on How It Works. There, you will be able to see real examples and illustrations. If you have any specific questions, please send us an email or give us a call. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.